So yesterday we added the fray block on the tear on the wig, and then we also used the sealer. The sealer. You don't have to use this brand. You can use any sealer that you may already have. You can use like TDI or any of the other knot sealers that you personally have a preference to using. But I actually did it twice. On the video you only saw me do it once, but I actually did it again today before I started working on it now. So I do suggest you do it twice, especially in particular around the area where you had the tear. So here's the wig again. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of things. This is the area where the tear is, right? This is the area of the wig where it's fine. You have your ear point right here, and then it goes back to your nape area right here. See the curvature right here? Well, if you go to the torn part, you don't even see that shape anymore because it's torn that bad. So right here you'll probably need additional hair, and right here you'll probably need additional hair. It's going to cost additional money to add additional hair, but you can always add the lace and not add any hair, and it should blend just as well without adding additional hair, but by fixing the lace area. You can't stitch this part of the lace to the top part of the lace simply because you're going to mess up the size of the wig, because you want it to be lined up the same, and you want to keep the size of the cap because you don't want to do the repair work and then actually lose your wig cap size. So you're going to take the piece of lace and you're going to stitch the outside area. So you see where the lace is, correct? Now I'm going to add some pins into it first. So you're going to take your pins, put it in the styrofoam cap, but don't put it too close to where you're going to actually stitch, but on the outside area of your wig. Then you're going to take your needle with your thread that I showed you at the beginning part of the video. And you're going to stitch this new piece of lace on the outside portion. Hopefully you can see this pretty well. So I'm going to start right here at this point, and I'm going to stitch right from this point around the outside of the tear, the full tear around each side. I'm not going to do the whole video on me actually doing the stitches, but you'll get an understanding of what I'm actually doing. You're going to take the one stitch, see how I'm going to go through the lace, 2 strands of transparent thread, and I'm actually going to go that way because I'm going to follow this line going that way and around.
Thought you might want a closer view of me sewing the additional lace onto the lace wig. And you're going to do this around the full tear if your tear is as bad as the one as you see here on this video, and you're going to continue for the rest of the outside area, but not to get too close to the inside where the actual tear in the fraying is occurring. sewing your lace onto your lace wig, then you just want to cut the outside perimeter of the additional lace. It's normally the outside perimeter of where the lace is actually lifting. So you're going to cut that area so you won't see that on the inside of the wig. You don't have to, but if you want to make it look a little bit neater when you do apply it or when you're cleaning it, you won't have that additional lace in the way. In regards to the additional lace that is around the perimeter of your head, if the tear is like this example, which is near the perimeter lace, your circumference area, you may want to hold out on cutting that portion of the lace until you actually fit it on your head and make sure that it fits correctly.
I'm going to cut the rest of it until I actually see my client to see how great it fits. So, in the areas that you see in between here, you may want to add additional hair, but it may cost additional money. So if you don't want to pay for additional couple strands and you know that you normally don't have a part back here, or you may be able to hide it a little bit better, you won't have to adding additional hair. Now if it's a very small tear and it's not as big as this, then if it's something like that, you want to close it completely. I just had to keep some of this open because some of the hair that when she gave me the unit, it was right here, and it's even some of the lace is also attached. So I know, even though I didn't see the lace here, it just seemed like it just probably a chunk of it is actually missing. So me adding the lace helped with the sizing of it to keep the size. So I'm going to also flip it upside down so you can see what it looks like if she was to, or if you were to apply your own unit and you had a tear this big. The inside of the cap, not the inside, my apologies, the outside of the cap. You still got to clean it, of course. But if you make a part in it, and I'm going to put my hand in between it just as if it was flesh tone. It would be right here. So this is in the nape area. The tear is right here. And you really, honestly, you don't see it as much as I thought you would be able to see it. So she actually saved a lot of money by not having to add additional hair. So this is how you can repair your own unit. If you have any questions, email me or give me a call if you have a unit that you would like to be repaired and you don't have the know-how, or you feel as though it's probably a little bit beyond your scope. You can also email me or check out my website and contact me through there in regards to pricing on fixing your tear in your wig. So hopefully this video, it will help some of you out there. And until next time, thanks.